Hello, this is Tony with productmanagerhub.io, where we talk all things product management. Welcome back to another episode today. Today, we are diving into the latest software that we've been developing called Ikora. Ikora is going to be a revolutionary platform for product managers. We're really excited about it. In this particular clip, we're going to talk a little bit about some of the features that we have with Ikora, and then specifically dive into one of the features called product presets. We'll give you a little sneak peek of what that looks like as we're starting our development process on that. So, welcome to the channel. Hit that subscribe button to continuously follow us for additional information on the different softwares that we bring to life. So, welcome. So once again, Product Manager Hub, we are a product management agency with a little bit of twist. We are out there helping small to mid-sized companies develop software on a daily basis. So if you have any needs for software development or have any questions with product management, give us a call. We would love to help. With that being said, let's dive into our newest software. We would invite you over to Ikora. Once again, go to productmanagerhub.io and you'll see a link to Ikora. And right now, we are in the midst of building this product out. This product is really going to be for those product managers. We are developing software that is going to help product managers become more effective and efficient within product management. We know that there is a big struggle out there right now in terms of how much time product managers spend on document creation. As you know, when it comes to idea creation, concept development, product definition, there is just a litter of documents that we have to create. And majority of the time, we never have time to create them or half-ass them, in all honesty. So that's where Ikora comes in. We're developing this piece of software to really help product managers build in a full suite of what that product looks like. The great thing about product that we're developing with Ikora is one of the features that I want to talk a little bit about today is going to be called Ikora. I'm sorry. The name of the software is Ikora, but the name of the feature is going to be the product presets. This is the underlying engine that is going to help create some of those documents much more effectively and efficient for you. Within our product presets, the concept of it as anytime you start a new product, you are going to go through, once again, those different ideations of product development. So you're going to go through the idea phase, the concept development, and then product definition, so on and so forth. What this particular software is going to do is as you get through each phase, even if you have a little bit of a snippet, even if it's not fully developed or the concept isn't fully baked out, we allow you to create what is going to be called the product preset. You're going to be able to save some of those documents along the way. And what it's going to do is it's going to start enriching the documents as you create them further and further down the path of the product development. So let's say you start off with a mission statement. By the time you get into some of that concept development or even into some of your marketing and strategy, it is going to go back to some of those earlier documents to pull and understand holistically what your product is trying to achieve. The other thing about this particular product preset is even once you get further down the road, you can always go back and as you learn more, you can update those particular presets or those different documents within the product so that it just continuously shifts everything down the path to make your product so much better. So we're super excited about this particular feature. Once again, it's called Product Presets. The software that we're developing is called Ikora. We encourage you to come on over to ikora.productmanagerhub.io. We do have a wait list out there for you. So if you're interested in some of the private beta that we're going to have users come in and start using it to give some feedback, come on over. We'd love to have you and love to get your feedback to it. So here is our particular wait list page. If you want to dive into some of the other pieces, I'll actually give you a little bit of where we're going with the whole product preset. So this is just a Figma drawing that we put together. So there's not a lot of beautification to it, but you'll kind of understand the product portion to it. So those product presets, when you get in here, the first thing you're going to notice is that you're able to create your first product preset. Once again, you could create multiple different presets based off of how many different products you have within your organization. So you go through that process, you title that, you upload an icon to it, you save it off, and then you get into the next piece of it. As you can see here, we're really looking at the different categories of product development. So from the idea creation to concept development, as you continuously expand out these different elements, you'll actually notice that we do have a list of some of the most common documents that product managers use to start shaping out that product. The goal here is basically we'll give you a list of things that you could potentially look at. Obviously, if you want to add in custom documents, we can do that as well. But the first thing is going to be starting to populate some of those documents. When you go down here and create those new documents, you'll be brought into a screen. So for example, we clicked on the product statement document. Within the product statement document, we've done a lot of prompt engineering on the backside. So we're trying to do minimal inputs from you as a user. So as you can see here, we're trying to keep it between 3 and 4 inputs. And then we use a well-engineered prompt to help drive some of the output to it on the other side. And then once you get into it, you can kind of iterate from there. But we'll touch a little bit more on that. So as you can see here, we do have the product problem statement document. We give you a little bit of a definition of kind of what we're looking for. When it comes to those different inputs, we are also drilling in a little bit more to give you some of the feedback in terms of what you could be putting in there. And then once you fill out those inputs into it, then you go ahead and click on the Let's Begin portion of it. Right out of the gate, what we're trying to achieve is we're going to build that document based off of those minor inputs that you put into it. As you can see here, we're going to help go through the process of giving you a title, an introduction, scope and impact, objectives, value proposition. So once again, it formalizes and aligns with a lot of what normal practice is when it comes into product management. And then you can go down here and you can see there's a couple different things that you can do. You can either download this for your use and then save it off into an organizational folder, or what we highly recommend is you can actually save this off to a preset. Before we get into that, I'll actually show you a little bit of some of the other things that you can do with it. So um, let's say you read through this and you're like, that was pretty good. It's pretty generic though. I'm looking at the whole value proposition side of it, and I want to kind of tighten that up. I want to say, the thing is we're really focusing on, people under assets, and this is a fintech app, but we're really focusing on individuals that have assets under $500,000, and we want to update that value proposition. So you go ahead, you type in the simple, update the value proposition section, put in a little bit more information into it, and once you hit enter, it will then go ahead and spit out basically an update to the value proposition section of it. Obviously, read through it at that point, and if you find it really cool, then you're like, hey, that's great. Let's rebuild it. And the concept behind this is once you rebuild it, basically we'll take any of the additional interactions that you have with our model. So as you add in more and address more of these different segments within this particular problem statement, what's going to end up happening is you're going to kind of get list after list, and it's going to be a little bit more robust, a little bit more drilled in terms of the definition of what you're trying to achieve. Once you have those iterations back and forth with our AI model, then we go through the process of just rebuild it. Rebuild it is going to take basically a view of all of the interactions that you had within the AI model, and then it's going to go out and rebuild the full document for you. So if you just go ahead and click rebuild, as you can see here, we had the information that was adjusted to it, and then basically it's just going to rebuild that whole document for you with the title, introductions, and so on. And then once you're finalized with that, the next thing you can do is, once again, you can go through the process of either downloading it or saving it as a preset. We always recommend saving it as a preset because, once again, this product preset is going to allow you, the more things that you save into it, what ends up happening is we go out and we look at the holistic view of the product that you're building. So as you're creating additional documents, it's going to look back and it's going to say, hey, we're trying to address individuals with assets under $500,000. that is a critical piece of information to help you do marketing strategy or go to market for pricing. So the more you can build into the foundation, the much better the outcome is going to be out of it. So we go ahead and save it to the presets. Once again, it's going to take some of that information because we know that you're going through the process. You did create a preset called the FinTech app. We do know that it is the problem statement document. And then once you go ahead and save that to the product presets, as you can see here, we are now back into this page. And within this page, we are going to have the documents that you have. You have the, for example, here, the problem statement document. We have the created date, and then we have the modified date. And then from here, you can either modify it again or go back and download it. So, and then we also put in that product preset icon in the update, and then it'll give you the last updated date as well. So we're super excited about this. Once again, if you want to modify it, the cool thing about it is when you click on modify, it actually goes back into the last conversation that you had with it. So you could go back through and look at everything that was built into it. And then you can kind of iterate once again to it and say, okay, this is everything that was talked about. Now we need to adjust it because we know more about something. Let's go ahead and adjust it. Go ahead and add the additional information into it, and then go ahead and rebuild it. And then you can save that back off into the product presets once again as well. So the idea at the end of the day, and I've repeated this probably quite a few times, is to always put stuff into the base of it. So then once again, as you create more and more documentation down the road, or you're looking to iterate your product down the road, the more information that you have from a foundational level, the better and more rich that experience is going to be from a document standpoint. So anyway, so yep, we just go back through it and go back into the product presets. But that is kind of what I wanted to talk through a little bit today, is going to be the whole product preset portion of it. Once again, we are in the development phase of it. We would love some additional input. We are gathering our private beta list at this moment. We're looking at launching in the coming weeks. So if you're interested, come on over to ikora.productmanagerhub.io/waitlist and sign up for it. You can also navigate back to productmanagerhub.io, as you can see here. And then if you click down in the recent software projects and click on Ikora, that will navigate you exactly to that waitlist just as well. So we're super excited about it. Thanks for listening to me. If you have any questions, reach out to me. If not, have a great day. We'll talk to you soon.